His first real test since this entire game from first half to second half. That was his first real test. No power though, but it was a bit challenging for him.
Yeah, no power, but it came close. And Guinea-Bissau now will take the advantage of that one man. They do have the numerical advantage now, and they need to exploit that chance. Yola, that's where he is. Well, it is the surface which is not giving him chance to explode down that side, but he's a massive talent. Mohamed Yula wears jersey number 10 for Guinea, the Republic of Guinea. And he is a fine talent, trust me. So too is their number 11, Damaro. Yula is a natural talent, trust me, he is.
Yes, sure, and I think it was just from the mercy of the turf with the little challenge they are experiencing. Haina Benso, Yula, who have entered the 18-yard box of Guinea-Bissau. Another talent is warming up, Al Hassan Kamara.
Well, imagine having Al Hassan on one side with Yula on the other side. It's going to be too troubling for Guinea-Bissau.
Because of men and disadvantage to them, I'm not too sure the two of them will play at the same time. I'm not too sure of that. Even maybe we just don't know, but I'm not too sure.
Well, if I were the coaches, or if I was among the technical staff or one of the coaches, I would have taken that risk, given that we have a numerical disadvantage. I think in my mind, Al Hassan playing on one side, he could drive the Guinea attack very, very well because natural talent with pace. But this is Damarao. He's got good footwork. I think he's purposeful. Every time he's on the ball, he knows exactly where he wants to go. He's been used by Guinea throughout the first half. He's been making those runs in those channels, and he has just begun doing that again. Is beginning to push Guinea-Bissau behind once again. It's a throw in into the half of Guinea, and it's on his left foot, Damaro. But a foul was committed before that strike, and so the referee will give Guinea-Bissau the chance to organize and come back into this game.
We are now experiencing sun.
Some sunshine finally is back to where we started.
Yes, so hope it can continue so that the ball can really play. We can see the talents. We can see the ball rotating from vertical to horizontal angles because as it stands, there's still a bit a challenge, but the guys are mustering the coverage and they are doing what they could.
And the few fans in the stands for Guinea will shout, calling the referee to signal in their favor, but the referee wouldn't mind that. Guinea-Bissau makes an attempt, and it's just it drifts off the face of the post.
He won a corner. That's the skipper Abdul Jallo. He's a fighting striker, always right in front of the goal, and just an inch away. He was trying to get something special for Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, they are hungry in this game. Guinea-Bissau. A corner kick is curving inside straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. He bundles the ball on the floor and it's tussling. Well, and it was bubbling everywhere, but he comes back. Yeah, I think he came back very strong.
Great reflex, great reflex. And that's why you are a goalkeeper. Whenever you, for some reason, make a mistake, you have to come back very fast to correct that particular mistake, and he did that extremely well. We saw that also in the first half. Manuel Sambo fumbles the ball, but quickly he had a touch for the ball to deflect into another player. So I think the two goalkeepers are doing exceptionally well, and this is his second real test, and he got a little knock because of a first positioning, and I think he's been attended to. He might come back, but that was a good save. No wonder why he is the skipper for Guinea.
Yes, he's the Guinean captain, the goalkeeper, and Mori Keita. And he bounces the ball. And it's a right foot, a power drive across the halfway mark. And Seda. And finally reached out to the Guinea-Bissau goalkeeper. And Guinea-Bissau will come forward away from commentary position down the left side. Making some incursions. It's floater inside, and the Guinean goalkeeper touches the ball away from the path of the Guinea-Bissau player. Guinea will put up an attack. Damaro dispossessed. Guinea-Bissau are on the front foot. But it's a good goalkeeping there from the Guinean goalkeeper, Mori Keita. Guinea-Bissau making more incursions. They do have a chance here. And he sneaks. Well, how did he not get it? Power behind it.
I just can imagine that he was really looking for something really powerful, but just an inch away, his calculation and didn't work well, and he missed out on the strike.
Yeah, he did miss out on that strike, but had he gotten his foot onto it, well, I think it would have been a good one for Guinea-Bissau. Looking, it's a long ball, and it's way off target, not threatening the Guineans at all. And the Guineans lead here by a goal to nil. They will have to remain solid throughout the second half because they are one man down in this game.
Of course, so they are doing that, and I think Guinea-Bissau partly making some use of the numerical advantage. They are attacking, unlike in the first half. They just need to be more clinical, connecting well, and to get the goal that they will need at least to put them back into these qualifiers.
And that's the most reason why the Guineans are blowing the ball into different directions. And they will have to be compared against another chance, and a well-chested and kept to the floor by that Guinean player, and is picked up by their goalkeeper Mori Keita. Bounces the ball. He keeps it on there. That arm that has the captain's armband is the left arm. Lift the ball with his left and flashes the ball with his right foot into the half of Guinea-Bissau. Throw in is taken, headed by Guinea-Bissau. Good passes, but Guinea intercepted. Guinea-Bissau coming forward. It's a penetrating pass. This could be dangerous for Guinea. It's laid off. And Guinea-Bissau are back on level terms in the second half. They've been knocking at the doors of Guinea in the second half, and they've made use of that numerical advantage. It is that man, Demba Baldi. He puts Guinea back on level terms. 1-1 at the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex.
I think, like I stated earlier, they actually have been making real use of their numerical advantage. And Demba Badi, 3 touches, 1, 2, 3, and the last just hook over goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara, and this time around he just couldn't get something to prevent that particular one. That was an extraordinary classical finish. The touch first 2-3 times into the box and the hook over goalkeeper Camara. Good game now is game on, one at peace.
Well, that's a long one, uh, but trust me, Guinea Bissau have been fighting to come back in this game. They've come back on level terms. It's one apiece. It is that man who was just at number 14 for them, Demba Baldi. He's been making those incursions, still running diagonally into that Guinea half. He might just probably get a second one. A Guinea Bissau might pull the strength to get a second in this game. And if they do get a second, it will be their first win. If it stays like that, it will be their first win in this competition. But it is Guinea. Remember, they drew their first game, and if they do come back, also they could win this game. But it's still difficult times here as it stands. Guinea will be on 1 point. 2 points, having drawn their first game
against Sierra Leone.
yes, and the Guinean will fight back. And it's bundle into touch, it's play into touch, well defended, throw in, take in, Damarao. And his gain is another corner kick for Guinea. Corner kick for Guinea.
Well taken, but the defense of Guinea-Bissau did not do well on this occasion. They had a rebound, and you imagine the height. You imagine the height of Eula to jump past the defense of the defenders of Guinea-Bissau to get the second goal.
So Mohamed Eula puts Guinea's back. They've got their noses back in front, Guinea. And Guinea-Bissau will have to chase this game for the second time. In this game, they will come from behind. If they do come with an equalizer, it will be for the second time they've come from behind. But Guinea, even though one man down, still manages to come back on level terms. That man, Mohamed Eula, down that side, Wales Jersey number 10. I did talk about his talent. He is a youngster on fire. Guinea-Bissau will have to look for the penetration right there on the edge of the Guinean box. The creating chances, but it is a bit dicey for them. Guinea fumbling on that occasion, and it's a throw in.
I think it was a great reply from Guinea, even though they are down by 1-0. It shows how they are threatening in attack. They are very good offensively, and they just showcase that. There you see the goal scorer.
Massive talent, Eula on his left foot. He falls to the floor. Guinea dispossessed. Montero gets it. Finds his teammate. Guinea-Bissau will come forward. Cross the halfway mark. Easily coordinating and knocking gradually at the doors of Guinea to get something on level terms, or probably get themselves back into a positive position in this game. But it's still a little bit tricky for them. They are down here by 2-1. Mohamed Eula coming with the second after a penalty was scored by the player wearing jersey number 2 for Guinea, who was eventually sent off the pitch, Mohamed Bangurat, after he committed a second blockable offense. After this game, we will witness Liberia coming against Sierra Leone. They've met over and over, and it's going to be one of those meetings where the two will battle it out at the under 20 level. Massive talents on display. These youngsters have exhibited enormous character, and that is one player who has shown class in this game. that Guinea number 11, his Bangura Damaro. Substitution is about to be effected. He's wearing jersey number 20. Salifu Kamara for Guinea will come on for his counterpart Osman Traore. Traore has done his part for Guinea, and Salifu Kamara comes in for him. We got a glimpse of the sun here, so it's life as usual. On a sunny afternoon, it's going to turn, and the Guineans will defend every bit of that goal with all of the zest, the energy, and the drive in them. Guinea will surely defend this one, but Guinea Bissau will not panic, and they'll come cautiously across the halfway mark and find problem equalizer and change the narratives. But they're still being hardly pressed, and the Guineans are deeply rooting themselves behind the ball, making life difficult for Guinea Bissau. Damaro defense is picked up by his teammate who has just come on, and it is Kamara. Leaves it for Guinea Bissau, and Guinea are shaping up in that direction in the right channel of Guinea's defense, which is the left channel of Guinea Bissau's attack. When the ball goes into touch, and it is going to be a goal kick to Guinea, which will be taken by the Guinean goalkeeper More Keita, taking his own time there. He bounces the ball and he puts it to the floor. Guinea 2, Guinea Bissau 1. More Keita takes his time. It's a right-footed ball, looking to find Damaro, but it's headed by the defense of Guinea Bissau. Well defended. It's another one of those occasions when the ball is booted into touch. Throw in. Guinea Bissau coming forward. It's a long ball forward. Demba Badi, the man who scored for Guinea Bissau, is wearing the number 14 shirt for Guinea Bissau. He wins a free kick on that occasion. Free kick to be effected by Ufala Jamesi. Jamesi Ufala is going to effect this one for Guinea Bissau. It's promising for them. It's curving down and it's straight into the arms of the Guinean goalkeeper. Well, it's a tricky ball, isn't it? It's driving behind me on the curve, and
Yes, and obviously even a touch because he was also outside the skipper. He was outside the captain Jallo for Guinea-Bissau, so he wouldn't have counted. But I think it was also a good goalkeeping effort.
yeah, good goalkeeping effort, and there he is. Guinea-Bissau will come forward. They are down in this game by 2 goals to 1. They should be fighting to bring this game on level terms. And it's a header into touch. Well, it ain't reached into touch, and Damaro defended. The Guinean player is on the floor. The referee will call in the medics to give him some attention, and the game will come to a momentary standstill.
Yeah, so I think we've seen good football from these qualifiers. All of the teams well prepared, showcasing. We've just talked about goals not pouring in, but now we've seen 3 goals, 6 goals now so far into the tournament just from today's game. So let's hope before the end of this game or the next game we might be averaging a 10 or a dozen goals to talk about from this stage of the qualifiers. So Guinea Bissau, this player of Guinea is still down. He's been attended to. The skipper for Guinea Bissau is really interested in seeing his opponent out of the pitch as a result of time factor. He's there, as you can see, his real intention, his entire focus, his entire interest is to see that that player moves out of the pitch once he's injured, and so that the game can continue because they are down. And good sportsmanship from him. But you see his interest in Theo. He wants this player stretched out of the pitch because of time factor. And so this player wears number 9.